Hello, viewers. Another beautiful day. Yep. Hope your five senses work. Health and strength is good or excellent. What? On a Sunday. Let's see. What do I have for you guys here? Oh, we're talking about Manor Lords. Listen to this. Manor Lords devs want your feedback on this mechanic. See, communication is big in video games, so developers are communicating with users, and users communicate back with developers. Says here, Manor Lord trade could be changing as developers Slavic Magic has put survey to players about new options for mechanic going forward. Says now that the Manor Lord Steam early access period is underway, we're already looking at one of our first potential changes thanks to players' feedback. It's going to be a long road to the full launch for Studio Slavic Magic, but one feature is already under the microscope: global trade and market supply. Manor Lord solo developer Greg Stizek is asking players of the city building game on Discord what they should do with the current global market supply mechanic, fearing that its penchant for dropping and rising prices might be too harsh right now. And then it says Stizek says that before launch, feedback indicates that trades was up and too cheesy slash exploity to just sell one type of goods and make your town uber rich. To fix this, Stizek adds an oversupply mechanic that sees the price of an item you constantly import rising and the sale value of an item you constantly sell dropping. Now they're asking players if that should be changed or not. Says here, I was never quite sure about it since I thought specializing in the producing certain goods is how the game should be played. Stizek explains, there are other possible ways to make sure players have what to spend their fortunes on in future builds. But of course, there is a risk players just don't have to build production chains at all if they can basically import everything without any consequence. And then it says, not having to interact with certain gameplay mechanics at all. And then he says here, to that end, Stizek has put up a poll in the Manor Lord Discord that give players three options for the global market supply mechanic: keep it as is, keep it in the game but tune it down, and remove it. Then it says, as of writing, the option to keep it but tune it down is winning with over 10,000 votes. Keep it as is has 1,700 and remove it has just over 300. It's unclear how long the voting will last before decisions is made, but the option to tune it down is winning by such a wide margin that I expect it to come out on top. If the early access stated that you understandably trepidatious, the game publisher Hooded Horse says it will run Manor Lord's sales often. Your support of developer Greg and his game has already been huge. And so I want to say, please don't feel any pressure to buy the game if waiting is better for you. Hooded Horse CEO Tim Bender says, on that note, PC Game Pass subscribers can play Manor Lords at no extra cost. So if you want to try it out before diving in on Steam, you can do so with Microsoft subscription service. If you're still unsure though, our Manor Lords early access review will tell you all you need to know about what to expect. And anything else? 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 And anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Let's see here. I think that's it. I think that's it. And what to expect. Oh, it says here, if you need a bit of help, we've got you covered with our comprehensive Manor Lord guide. alongside exactly how to gain influence in Manor Lords and increase your Manor Lord population as well. You can also follow us on Google and Google News for daily PC games news. All right. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if it is a problem, then make the adjustments. When it comes to the trades, price varies. Prices go up and down, and that's a part of the trade. Some things are expensive, and others are not. And there's a price to be paid, whether it's expensive or not. So, if it's not a problem, then leave the game as is and keep playing it. But if it is, then do something. But based on the voting system, where it says over 10,000 votes, keep it as is has 1,700, and remove it has 300. But then it says it's how. I think that's it. Wait a minute. I said, but if it ain't broke, look, don't fix it. If it's not a problem, if it's not a problem, if it's a problem, fix it. If it's a problem, fix it. If it's not, then just leave it alone. Just keep playing the game, But like I tell you, in the trades, there's, some things are expensive, others are not, and either way it goes, there's a price to be paid. Now, if it's too cheesy and it's too exploity, okay, improve it. But if not, it's not a problem. Based on the voting system that I'm looking at right now, some players love it the way it is and others don't, and that's what's going to happen in the video games. But that's what happens in video games. So I think the players are going to have to find a common ground at some point when it comes to Manor Lords and how to go about doing things. But that's the good thing about video games, though. You got to communicate, and see where the players are. The developer might feel one way about a certain aspect about a game, but then now the developer it might be just one person or a few people, but the user base is bigger. So whatever the decision is going to be, that's what it's going to be. So we'll see what they do, as time goes on. Because he says, let's see here. Say keep it as is. That means if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And then keep it in the game, but tune it down. If you can tune it down and tune it up, give the player that option, or remove it. I like the second option. I like the first two options. Keep it as is if it's not bothering you. But then number two now, keep it in the game, but tune it down. Tone it down, or you can tone it up, depending on who's playing the game. That should be the other options to the second choice. Keep it in the game, but tone it down, or you can tone it up if you want. So that's one other option. But I like the first two. But let's see here. It says I never. Wait a minute. Anything else? See here, 10,000 votes, and it says, but the option to tone it down is winning. Hey, it's the trades, man. Tone it down or tone it up. So yeah, Well, this developer has his work cut out for him, but with the first two option is the best choice. One, leave it alone. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But the second one now is key too, though. Keep it in the game, tone it down, or tone it up if needed. Just saying. So I will go. I will go with number two. Tell you the truth, on this option. But we'll see. We'll see what they do. Anyway, all right. What else I got for you? Since we're talking video games here, since you guys think I wasn't gonna put nothing out on a Sunday. Anyway, let's see here. What else we got? Steam VR. Steam VR is getting updates. Yeah, but Manor Lords is doing pretty well right now. Cause let's see, on Steam DB right now, there's a 167,387 playing right now. The 24-hour peak was 173,178, and then the all-time peak was 173,178. So people are playing that game, by the way. Anyway, that's okay. What else I got for you guys here? Since we talking video games, all right. Let's see if I can get through this. It says here, Steam VR beta gets Linux fixes plus beta updates for desktop and Steam Deck. It says there 3 sets of Steam beta updates this weekend across Steam VR, desktop, and Steam Deck. So here are all the details for you in one place. Firstly, the Steam VR beta version 2.5.3 comes with Steam Link, fix an issue with video encoder initialization on certain AMD integrated GPUs, Linux, improve launch script and log captures for bug reports, fix initialize memory in the right eye, fix Steam VR home launch scripts. Then it says really nice to see some VR fixes for Linux, which is pretty much always in a rough state. There's one Steam Deck specific adjustment in the beta, which is setting storage will now display drives that are missing a Steam library as format target. And all these changes below affect both Steam Deck and desktop. Big picture, fix an issue where after playing a game it would require extra B button press to back out of the library page. Linux, fix a crash where the store page would fail to display any content after maximizing the Steam window, Steam input. Steam window, Steam input. New configurator features. Swap left with right while editing a controller configuration. You can swap behavior of the left stick and the right stick, or the left trackpad or right trackpad, etc. Highlight the source you want to swap in the edit layout page on the Y button should appear to allow the swap. This should be handy for southpaw. Then it says new mouse action, turn to the face direction. When activate this, the camera will turn to the face, the direction you are pushing on the left stick. Default, then it says in parentheses, default trackpad, D-pad, and buttons can also be used. Then it says can be combined with the reset to horizon to produce a behavior similar to Splatoon camera reset button. And then it says note, dots per 360 must be calibrated for this to be accurate. Then it says new mouse action, dots per 360 by default will generate 360 degrees of rotation. You can use this to tune the dots per 360 value in the flick stick, gyro mouse modes. Gyro to joystick modes now no longer generates haptic event when outside the active range. Okay, so Steam VR, oh yeah, Steam VR got some updates. All right, now what else we got on the menu? One more. Oh yeah, Proton. I talked about this yesterday, but I think When this article goes on it a little deeper, it says here, let me knock this out real quick, get it done. You know. Anyway, it says here, Proton 9.0 beta updates and nearing release of Linux/Steam Deck. Valve pushed out what they're calling Proton 9.0 release candidate 2 with a whole bunch of improvements for gaming on Linux desktop on Steam Deck. It will show up as Proton 9.0 beta in your Steam library for now. Once it gets the final 9.0 release, it will become main stable of the version. Here's all the changes. Previously playable with only Proton Experimental, Sonic Colors Ultimate, Command and Conquer, Red Alert 2, Yuri's Revenge, Command and Conquer, Tiberian Sun, Firestorm, AI Sling, and Taverns of Elves, Snares of Run 2, Insanity Blades, Blood Walls. Then it says fix Proton 9.0 regression. Overwatch 2 no longer randomly crashes. Video playback in Ages of Empire Definitive Edition works again. Total Warhammer 2 no longer has a clicking audio while playing video. Call of Juarez Gunslinger no longer crashes on start. Sea of Thieves is able to play video on Steam Deck. Borderland Game of the Year Edition Enhanced is playable again. Mars First Logistic is now able to upload to Steam Workshop. Neverwinter Star Trek Online and Champions Online are playable again on NVIDIA setups. Then it says fix input issues with Worms Armageddon. Main menu video is looping currently in Call of Cthulhu. Then it says fix audio in Boomer Road, Daronco, Wanko, and Nato Lot. Fix Civilization 5 touch only option in the launch not working. Improve cutscenes desync in Immortals Phoenix Rising. Limit numbers of cores seen by the following games, making them playable on high cores count CPUs. Far Cry 2, Far Cry 4, The Witcher 2, Assassin of King Enhanced Edition, Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light, Warhammer 40,000 Space Marine, Dawn of War 2, Dawn of War Chaos Rising, Dawn of War Retribution, Outcast Second Contact, and Prototype. Yeah. Proton, folks. Yeah, you're good. Anyway, let's see what else I got here for you guys. Since we are here on the Steam Deck front. Oh yeah. Oh, I got some news for you. Oh, here's another one. See if I can knock this out real quick. More AMD driver code for Linux 6.010 brings mess update FreeSync fixes. On top of prior DRM next pull requests for AMD kernel graphics driver, working on next-gen GPU support along with fixes and other low-level improvements. On Friday, another batch of new features code was submitted to DRM Next ahead of the Linux 6.10 merge window opening in mid-May. Given we're getting late in the Linux 6.9 cycle, most of the new codes for Linux 6.10 is rather bug fixes. There are some fixes for some of the new hardware IP blocks. A notice is now printed for GPUs where overclocking is not supported. To make that more clear, VPE video fixes, FreeSync fixes, GPU reset fixes, a fix for VRM memory account, and more. Also notable with the pull are several updates around micro engine scheduler mesh support. These are mesh fixes pull initial for being able to map kernel queues via mesh. AMD mesh has been in the news recently, with mess documentation followed by code expected to happen starting around late May, following recent frustration around the mess firmware being raised by Tiny Corp. This latest pull also adds SQ watchpoint support for GFX10 with the AMD KFD compute driver, as well as that kernel fusion driver, seeing an M GPU fix, and video and VRM accounting for SVM migration, and more. Yeah, AMD is busy over there. So, and let's see what they got on the list here. They got AMD GPU miss code cleanup, refactors, support setting reset methods at runtime, report OD status, SMU 14.0.1 fixes, SDMA 4.4.2 fixes, VPE fixes, mess fixes, update BO eviction priorities, UMSSCH fixes, reset fixes, FreeSync fixes, GFXIP 9.4.3 fixes, SDMA 3.2 fixes, mess UAF fixes, RAS updates, dev core dump update for dumping IP state, DSC fixes, JPEG fix VRM memory accounting, VCN 5.0 fixes, mess fixes, UMC 12.0 updates, modify contiguous flags handling, initial support for mapping kernel queues via MES, that's MES, and then it says AMD KFD fix rescheduling for restore worker, VRM accounting for SVM mitigation, MGPU fix, and enable SQ watchpoint for GFX10. Yeah, AMD for you folks. So yeah, they're busy. So Linux laptop, desktop, Steam Deck, oh, they're getting updates big time. Yeah, they're getting updates, man. And you know, Proton is always getting updated. I covered this yesterday, but I'll go over it again since Gaming on Linux had an article on it. But Proton got updated, and of course, Manor Lords. Yeah, developers are communicating with their users, so communication is big in video games, man. And yeah, you got blogs, you got Discords, you got email systems, social media. Oh yeah, you got podcasts to communicate and to fix things. So yeah, but other than that, the game industry moves on, and you know, things are being worked on. We're about to go into the month of May. June is upon, and then June is going to come after that. The Shadows of the Erdtree expansion is coming. Xbox Showcase is coming. Oh yeah. What's that? The summer sale is like couple months away. So yeah, get ready for that. But other than that, Steam Deck is always getting updates, man. You know, updates are coming in. Updates are being made. Updates are being worked on. It's coming. Yeah. But anyway, hope this piece of news help you out for Sunday. For now, I'll be back. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars Star Trek thing for Dark Side. I'm gone. Peace.